Hello, my name is John Garcia, and it is a pleasure to be here today to discuss the qualifications I possess for the web development, designer, and coding position. I've been making websites for many years now. Coding was actually my first passion. I learned how to program in C++, dabbed a little bit in Python for a minute, but creating websites was something that I found fulfilling. When it came to the design part, I've taken that to a whole new level with CSS and Bootstrap, and also JavaScript. Using JavaScript to create very unique experiences with websites was something that I've developed over the years. Some of my early work I would like to share with you of my JavaScript skills that I recently have developed further. Some of the first work that I did with JavaScript was creating something very simple. The first program that I made was a Magic 8-ball program. Basically, that works just like a real life 8-ball in your hands. You just type in a question, you hit the 8 in the middle, and it generates a random, funny 8-ball response. So you can put in, does this work? And it could literally tell you all signs point to no. It was very fun. Many laughs of actually using this simple little program that I was able to create. One of the next things I created was a little bit more advanced, using JavaScript to create arrays and gathering a user input and putting it into a story. The next thing I worked on was a Mad Lib game. It asks the user for many inputs, and it didn't work unless you put inputs in everything. But once you had everything filled out, you were able to generate, and it would create a very funny Mad Lib story using your inputs. This was so much fun because sharing this with some of my friends and family for them to use, creating some funny stories. Because this is something you would find at like a wedding shower or something, some fun games for like a wedding shower like that. So where you could write everything in, but then you read it out yourself. This program, actually, you just put in the words and then it would generate the story for you to read instead of you trying to read somebody's bad handwriting. After that, these skills went further into developing a card game, which I was excited about because it was something that was a further skill level in JavaScript. So I was able to create a card match game, and there was no really design to it because it was something just very simple. They wanted us to use certain assets, and I wanted to make mine very unique to my preference, my design style. So I went into something that is my favorite thing, which is Iron Man. Created a match card game where I designed the backside of the cards, but some of the other images that are used on the front of the cards, I had to obtain rights to use. Further developing this program, though, I used my audio engineering skills to create some audio clips, some audio sounds to use in the game. So whenever the card would flip, it would be Iron Man's repulsor charge sound. And if you didn't get a match, it would flip back over and it would be the sound of the repulsor charging down. When you got a match, the card would stay and glow, and there would be an audio clip of Iron Man saying, "Good job, kid." It was very fun to create. Once you got to the end of it, it would actually play a song and it congratulate you, saying "good job," and then you'd be able to play it again. Every time you hit play again, the cards were never in the same spot. Of course, after a while, they'd start to get to that spot, but you could never find the card usually in the same spot as the next part. The next skill that I feel that creates a very great user experience is video editing. I've learned to do video production, learning how to record video, shoot video, edit video, and then even to add graphics with video with like Adobe After Effects. Be able to take a video and add a certain aspect to it, such as overlays, video lower thirds, and then also creating video bumpers for certain products or certain advertisements. So with this in Adobe After Effects, I created a video bumper, a 8-second video bumper for Catalyst from ASU. It's a little spot to where for the assignment to create the video bumper with some of the assets I provided. So I was able to use those assets, put them in Adobe After Effects, play around, have a little flying around and everything. Very fun project to create. Beginning to learn this, I thought it was going to be hard, but followed the instruction and everything, and I had a very good knack for doing it very well. So here I wanted to present the 8-second video bumper for you to view. And that was it. It was a little 8-second video bumper. I actually have the full video of the 30-second video where it shows the intro to Catalyst that they have, and then I was able to edit my video bumper into the full video, and that's actually on my channel to where you can view it if you would like. It's listed down below. The next project that I worked on was as a project manager. I've had manager experience for about 17 years now with Starbucks. Jumped into this role as an intern as a project manager for the semester. But after the semester was over, I was actually brought on as a contract freelancer project manager for Telco Europe. Telco Europe, yes, correct. And right now I wanted to talk about the first project that I did as an intern, which was our GPS system that we now have up and running live. It started with just a test pilot of a GPS system, but for the project, as a project manager, I had to lead a team of 6 people, 1 designer, and 2 of the web developers from the Telco Europe side, and then the creator and the programmer and programmers from the third-party company. I would say I was more of the middleman because I was having to work with the third-party from the US and then the telco from the Switzerland area or from Europe. And with being the project lead, I was able to help create a GPS cloud-based system for Telco Europe to use for their assets, for their clients to use to help keep track of their products or their assets. Working with the third-party developers to create more of a simple interface in the cloud-based system, and also working with the design team to create something that matched the Telco Europe theme. So like the colors and the lettering, the type fonts and everything to design. A lot of the project required a lot of testing of the system itself first before we could actually create the cloud-based portal to be more streamlined. But with the design team from Telco, we were able to create something that's very simple to use and for most clients to be able to use easily with different language selections as well. The cloud-based portal design was very simple to create something with a map, very easy to have settings and a display of information from the Telco Europe asset itself. We had to increase the amount of settings, like customization for the settings to use for specific usage for the client side. So working with both with the team and the third-party company, we were able to create a lot more customization for a client to use, be able to create something that was streamlined for all assets to be simple to read, for the map, everything to work properly. And now in the last final stage of the project, we are actually creating the mobile version of this GPS cloud-based system. That was all I have for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.